Industrial Revolution, a magnificent movement that occurred within Europe, boosted the development of industries with newly invented machineries and other major factors. However, beneath all the astounding features of the Industrial Revolution lurks a terrible nightmare. Extensive child labor. Child labor can be defined as a work that uses child under the age of 18. It deprived the children's childhood, potential, and dignity, and it is also harmful to physical and mental development. It is still a problem in some parts of the world, but during the Industrial Revolution, this problem was worldwide, with 18% of workers being under the age of 16 in US alone in 1900s. Then, how did all this madness happen in the first place? It all started with one little question that came from the factory owners, which was, how can we gain more money? This little question led the Industrial Revolution into a horrifying result. First, the factory owners were able to pay less for the child workers compared to adult workers. Children working in factories around that time earned about 2 to 4 shillings, which is about $18 per week today, compared to 10 shillings per week for adults. Also, children have smaller body compared to the adults, so that enabled them to reach in small spaces, such as coal mines and textile factory. Finally, they are easier to control than adult workers, since factory owners can easily suppress them with brutal force and beatings. Due to these benefits, factory owners used children as workers, and this tradition continued for decades. Child labor may have brought money for factory workers, but it severely damaged children's health. The working condition in the factory was far from being clean nor being safe, with children often being severely injured or even killed while working. Children work here about 6 days a week and 16 hours a day just to earn this small amount of money for their family. It has been told that even the most basic safety tools are not provided to these young workers, causing them to go through major accidents, most commonly finger loss. But due to the poor infrastructure, protection for the safety of these child workers, and the compensation policy for unexpected accidents are completely not ensured by the law at that time. Eventually, laws that limit child labor was created, and England was the first to react to this problem. In 1833, the Factory Act was passed by Parliament, which was the first improvement of the factory conditions for the workers. Other laws following this Factory Act improved working conditions and increased working age. US was quite late to ban child labor, taking until 1938 to pass the Fair Labor Standards Act, which raised the working age. Due to these efforts, children were finally able to get education and become free from an extensive amount of factory working. Now we have taken a disturbing look towards the volatile part of the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution surely have brought a lot of convenience into our lives. Agricultural, textile industry, and the development of new machineries are the most representative. But the important question that we should ask is not the amount of positive effect the Industrial Revolution has brought to our society, but whether or not the Industrial Revolution is truly aiding all of the people. And clearly it is not, as we've seen the child laborers unprotected from the dangers lurking near them while working inside the factories. Clearly, we should now become aware of the inhumane parts of the Industrial Revolution and make sure that this never happens ever again.